Alright everyone, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Pokemon White. And today we're going to be trying to do some of the event Pokemon. Now, I've managed to get one of the events to work. I'm going to see if I can get another one of the events to work as well. So, let's see how much we can do today. Because I'm actually going to kind of do a bit of a tutorial on what you're supposed to be doing. I don't know, maybe this will be helpful for people who want to do a full Let's Play or a full playthrough of this game and want to, be able to get all of the event Pokemon. I'm still a bit stumped on Genesect, Keldeo, and Meloetta, but hopefully either someone in the comments or, I can find some research out in the near future on how to do it. Either way, you want to come up here to this building, and you want to talk to this guy. I secretly invented a special machine. Only people who know the secret password can use it. Alright, and so this is where we get to the secret password. Secret password isn't too hard. You just want to go to people here and hit everyone. And in this slot, you want to go to feelings and scroll all the way down to happy. And that is the first password. There's more, and there is more. You have to do another password here. So we go back to feelings, and we need to go down to simple. And then the last one, we go to connection. So everyone happy and simple connection. This is the password that will enable you to use the relocator I invented. It's a superb machine that will swiftly fetch a special Pokemon or item by connecting a special network. So, that is basically what you need in order to do or trigger most of the special events in this game that we have not been able to trigger. I didn't realize that that's how much you need to do, but it's actually not too bad. Now, I need to restart my game, so I'll save up and I'll see you in a second. Okay, now this next part is pretty important. Once you have restarted your game, you want to make sure you have the connection thing on, the Wi-Fi, Entra, Link, whatever, I don't know what it's called. The thing on the second screen that's probably so tiny most people have forgotten it's there. Anyway, there is a code that gives you a bunch of special event Pokemon that you will need for this. Now, if I remember correctly, if I do remember this, I will try and put the code in the description. If not, someone remind me, and I will go and find it. Now, before I'm supposed to go into the Pokemon Center, what I need to hit is L and R. And now that I've done that, I will head back into the Pokemon Center, where I will go into my PC. Now, the important other thing about this, as I was testing through it, is you need to have the first 4 slots of your PC absolutely empty. And this does this for the Zorua and Zoroark events. So we're going to put Victini and Scrafty away. We're going to put Celebi into our team. And we are then going to head on over this way. Now, anyone else familiar with these events will know pretty much what I'm about to go ahead and do. You enter the Game Freak building, and you see that there's these 2 people talking to each other. If we talk to this one, Yip Yap. Yip Yap. Oh, that little boy was really Zorua. So cool. It looks like Zorua and Celebi are really good friends. I'm sure Zorua wants to go with you and Celebi. Will you add Zorua to your party? Yeah. Trainer, do you have a Pokeball? I have a Quick Ball. Will that work? There we go. And Zorua has joined our party. And would we like to give a nickname to the Zorua who joined our party? Yes, we're gonna call you N. Because why not? Zorua has been waiting for Celebi here. Now I'm relieved. And Celebi goes back into its Pokeball. And that's pretty much it for that event, which, yeah, it isn't really much, but it's a nice little touch if you had, say, Pokemon Heart Gold, or if you were around, if you had like a special event Pokemon that you could then utilize. So it is pretty cool. But we want to not just do that event, there's another event that we want to do. So I'll see you all in a second. Okay, so I haven't actually tested this one, I tested the other one, so I've done enough of my research to hope that this is how you do it. And if it isn't, then I think I know what I've done wrong. Basically, you need at the very least one of the legendary... You need to transfer all of them, but you at least need one of the legendary beasts. I don't know if you need to bring all three of them. I probably should have brought all three of them. And of course, the first is just wild Pokemon battle. Okay. The second is as well. I don't get this. Alright, we're gonna use a Repel now, because that was ridiculous. Somehow feel like we're gonna end up encountering a wild Pokemon anyway. But if you head up this way to the Losthorn Forest... Oh, alright. Growth! The suspicious woman attacked. And a Raikou appeared. Well, it's not really a Raikou. It's actually a Zorua. We're going to try the Quick Ball first. Let's see if that works, but it didn't. But we have another Pokemon in our arsenal. We have Joan, because False Swipe. So we're going to use that. It's going to be pretty impactful, I think. But actually, it is not a Raikou. It is a Zorua, or Zoroark, I should say. And it is interesting. You're really reading a part of history when you're reading up about these events, because they were, like, talked about, basically, during the, when all of the games were being released. And so we didn't really know anything about, say, the illusion ability, or anything really about these Pokemon, because it was like, we're learning just now about Pokemon Black and White. And so I think it's kind of interesting to kind of see that kind of period in history where you didn't really know what was going on with these new games coming out. So, yeah, very interesting. We got it on one. Ultra Ball should do it. Okay, or it doesn't. You never know. This is the one that's an actual battle, and you know, you gotta be a little bit careful. I keep forgetting about the Rocky Helmet. Like, great, useful for competitive and for tackling the Elite Four, but when you're trying to catch event Pokemon and legendaries, not so much. I am tempted to use the Master Ball, but I'm also tempted to keep the Master Ball for the rest of this playthrough and just never use it, which I think both options are kind of funny. So let's try once more, or not. It's just gonna keep being difficult. Alright, let's try the A-B that doesn't work except when you least expect it to. See, it doesn't work. But anyway, actually it literally worked while I was playing one game, and I was just, nothing was working for catching the Pokemon, and all of a sudden I was like, oh fine, I'll do the A-B trick. And it worked. And I was thinking, how? It's just scientifically proven to not be a thing. Anyway, this is getting frustrating. I don't want to be here anymore. We're using the Master Ball, because I'm tired of waiting for this. I want this to be done and over with. I was determined to not use it, but I don't have the time to mess about with a Zoroark for more than 5 minutes. And we get Zoroark, the Illusion Fox. For this one, I'm not going to give it a nickname, actually. So this is Zoroark's home, then. Zoroark was using its illusion to trick people and Pokémon. It wanted to keep people away from its lair. I heard this place was suspicious, so I came to have a look, but it looks like I was tricked as well. Zoroark really reacted strongly to the Pokémon you have with you. There must be some history there, a quarrel or something. Such a beautiful field in a place like this. It's almost as if this lovely scenery is the illusion. Yeah, kind of is. What's interesting is when you come here in the remakes, this is what it looks like. So, you know, it's kind of, or not remakes, but Black and White 2, that's what it looks like. So it's kind of interesting to see, oh, why is, you know, you never think, why is there this big difference? And then all of a sudden you know, and you're like, oh, it's the Zoroark event. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. So if you enjoyed these events, then make sure you go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll try and figure out how to do Genesect, Meloetta, and Keldeo very soon. So, I'll see you all next time. Take care.